Conquering the Wind, a deliberation on the psychological aspect of the wind catcher's decorative element in LAFT harbor. LAFT is a historical harbor located in the south of Iran. This presentation is for the 5th Asian Conference on Arts and Humanities, Osaka, 2014. This slide has 5 steps. First, abstract and introduction. Second, question and goals. The third, understanding architectural of love. The fourth, analyze of the decoration. And finally, abstract. Wind catchers are one of the historical elements of Iranian architecture. They are also one of the most interesting elements in the architecture of dry, warm, and humid, warm climate of Iran, as they are a beautiful sight to look at while they bring the preferred air into the house. The wind catchers consists of a torrent which is quite taller than the other parts of the house, and it is established on the roof of the house. Because of the intensity of the humidity and heat in warm and humid regions, the forms and colors that are used can have positive and negative effect on people's daily life. Therefore, the colors and the forms and the location of these wind catchers in the city are of great importance. The main focus of these surveys is studying the southern wind catcher of Iran, especially the wind catchers in LAFT. You can see the location of Iran, and then the location of Bandar Abbas, and finally the LAFT. This survey have 2 goals. 1. Marking the decoration elements of wind catcher in LAFT, and 2. Analyze the decoration elements of the wind catchers, also the colors. Question number 1. What are the most used decorative elements in the wind catcher of LAFT, and are we able to analyze the effects of LAFT's wind catcher's element using the environment? We can see the side plan of LAFT. First, the direction of the house, highlighted with red. The direction of the wind catcher also, they have 4 directions. And also this is it. This is one of the plan of the LAFT, and you can see the blue dot, which show the location of this wind catcher. Because of their cooling function, the wind catcher were used in the sitting rooms during summer in the loft houses. There are usually 2 wind catchers in each house, and for the smaller ones, only 1 wind catcher were established. The wind catcher rooms that are the equal number of the wind catcher in every house were the only service rooms for the wind catcher of LAFT harbor. These rooms were either located on the ground or the first floor. The traditional architecture of village is also either introvert and extrovert. The buildings are adjoined and very close to each other, and the alleys are also very narrow. Environmental psychology is a field of psychology that the architecture had also had a major effect in LAFT development, and it studies the human behavior towards his residents. The wind catchers are the inspiration element of the traditional resident of this historical harbor. Therefore, the appreciation of these wind catchers is divided into the points below in the eye of beholder. First, the meaning in the wind catcher. Second, the meaning of hardness and solidity. Then, the meaning of being beneficial. Then, the meaning of function, meaning of being valuable, the meaning of emotionalism, and then the meaning of sign. The table below will illustrate the chromatic physiognomy of LAFT. Lincoln's, the couple from French in color of the word, the geography of color in 1970s, are first creator of these way of illustration. They indicate that the color of habitat are unique and natural, so it seems LAFT colors environment include to those natural collection, because LAFT is one of the oldest human habitat. Also, as for American colorists, in the color of the city also believe that the surface indicates a sense of peace, and it rewards magic to everyday life in cities and towns, especially if it is colored, because it can perform as a signal, focus marks, or localizing aspect of visual organization. By comparing her state with approximately cream white gray tuft, it can be clearly seen that there is a sense of security and coolness in the hot and humid tuft, which it is proper to tuft geographic situation. The citizens in tuft believe that the climatic situation in tuft make a balance between the geographic situation and environment. Analyze. What is mentioned as decoration in Iranian architecture is divided into two main categories. The first is the decoration added to the building to make them look more beautiful, and the second that has a special function along with its beauty. What we can find as decoration on the body of these dreamcatcher are plaster modeling on the top and the foot of them, which have a more cultural aspect. These harbor had major trading with India, and therefore there are many merchants who used to travel to India on ships. These trade exchange resulted in major cultural exchange between the people of the two lands, and the effect of the Indian decorative element can be seen in the box of the dreamcatcher. The notes of the Indian purchase are often seen in decorative, the higher parts of dreamcatcher in south of Iran. These notes were even sometimes made of aluminium tuzzles or wood, and then they were placed on the top of the dreamcatchers with nails. You can see the altar design, circular design, and one of the interesting issues in Taft Harbor is the existence of symbol of elements on some of the dreamcatcher. In this part, we study the manifestation of the triple element of nature: earth, water, and air. Earth is related to mountains, which is a popped out part of the earth, and it can be considered as one of the four main elements. In the oldest mythologies, they have known the mountains as the first creation in the shape of individual or multiple triangular. Mountains are known as residents of the god and the connection between earth and the sky. In the opinion of the astrologists, the holy mountains were the center of all the space, and sometimes the double mountains ridges were the residents of the sun and the moon, and they were the sources of the first waters, and so the reason of fertility. The symbols of mountains are either triangular or zigzag. Water is related with the moon. In the decoration of the dreamcatcher, there are no drawing from the sun, but rather many designs of moon and stars. Because of the effect of the moon on the flux and reflux of the sea in the coastal town and harbor, this design is proper because it has a constant connection to rain and water. The human plant is also another symbol of the moon, as it was a holy planet sign to grow on the surface of. The air is shown as a wind that blows or the air in the shape of the sky, and they have been manifested as a symbol of a sky in the shape of one or two triangular on the surface of the dreamcatcher. Triangulars are said to be sign Venus or other Iranian gods, and all the confirmed scripts are in the shape of triangular that make work. What was studied in this article was a review of the history of the old harbor of LAFT and the psychological aspect of the decorative element of the beauty dreamcatchers of this harbor in a geometric and environmental psychology analysis point of view. Because of the limited, we have shown a brief knowledge of the historical value, location, and the architecture of dreamcatcher, and a brief analysis on the colors. We believe that due to the importance of nature and its basic elements in resident and urban architecture, and because of the calmness result from the positive effect of this architecture and its regional decoration, the analysis of these decoration and using them in modern art and architecture can help the designer and architect to develop the Iranian civilization and culture. And it is also likely that delay in acknowledging the culture elements may result in using them. Thanks for your attention.